Quick question for you guys. When you're out there running, be honest, how often are you checking your watch? Every kilometer? Every 500 meters? You look down, you see that number, your pace, and if it's even a few seconds slow, you panic. If it's a few seconds fast, you feel like a hero. I used to be exactly the same way. I'd tell myself, I have to hold 5-minute pace today, or I need to be 10 seconds faster than yesterday. But what if I told you that obsessing over pace is actually holding you back? What if the number you should be watching isn't your speed, but your efficiency? Today, we aren't talking about how to run fast, we're talking about running smart. I want to show you how to stop recklessly revving your engine and start mastering your body's data. First, we need a reality check on how our bodies actually work. Think of your body as a hybrid car with two fuel tanks. Tank number 1 is fat. This is your diesel. It burns slow, it's efficient, and your tank is massive. You have enough fat stored to run multiple marathons back to back. Tank number 2 is glycogen. This is rocket fuel. It's powerful and explosive, but the tank is tiny. If you run hard, you burn through your glycogen in about 90 minutes flat. You know the wall? That moment at 30K where your legs turn to concrete and your brain shuts off? That's not a lack of mental toughness. That is literally you running out of rocket fuel. The problem is most runners get greedy. They step on the gas too early. Your body isn't ready to burn diesel yet, so it starts dumping that precious rocket fuel. It's like trying to drive a semi-truck like it's an F1 car. The finish line is miles away, but your empty light is already flashing. So how do you fix this? How do you know if you're burning diesel or rocket fuel? You need to stop looking at running as a stamina battle and start looking at it as an engineering problem. Introduce the efficiency index. The math is super simple. Speed, meters per minute, divided by heart rate. Why does this matter? Because it gives you a real-time engine performance chart. Let's say you're chasing a sub-3:30 marathon. That requires a pace of 4:58 per kilometer, 201 meters per minute. To hold that for 42 kilometers without blowing up, you need to keep your heart rate stable, around 148 to 150 BPM. If you plug that into the formula, you get an EI of 1.35. That is your magic number. If you are training for a sub-3:30, hitting the pace isn't enough. You need to hit that pace while keeping your EI above 1.35. If you're hitting the speed but your heart rate is redlining at 170, your EI has dropped to 1.2. You aren't mastering the pace, you're just surviving it. And I promise you, if you race like that, the last 10K will be a nightmare. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. Have you ever been on a run where the pace feels easy, but your heart rate just keeps climbing? It's called cardiac drift. I had a run recently, 14K in, feeling good, pace was steady. I thought, perfect, I'm nailing my efficiency. Then I looked at the data. My heart rate was skyrocketing. My efficiency index was tanking. Why? Was it heat? Dehydration? No, it was a mechanical power leak. Your body doesn't just run on muscle, it runs on elasticity. We have a massive rubber band system in our bodies. The most important one for runners is the posterior oblique subsystem. I know, fancy medical term, but think of it like a giant X-shaped rubber band on your back. It connects your right shoulder to your left glute. When you run with good form, that rubber band stretches and snaps back, flinging you forward. It's free energy. But when you get tired, your form breaks down. Your core gets loose. That rubber band goes slack. Suddenly, you lose that free energy. Your muscles have to work twice as hard to maintain the same speed, so your heart has to pump way more blood. That's why your heart rate spikes even though your speed hasn't changed. This is why training by EI changes the game. It acts like a radar for your form. If you only look at pace, you can cheat. You can force your body to hit the number even with bad form, but you can't cheat your heart. If your EI drops, it's your body screaming, "Hey, we're leaking energy, the form is gone." When you see that, don't just run harder, lock it down. Exhale, engage your core, and re-tighten that connection between your shoulder and your glute. Tuck your chin, fix your posture, and you'll literally see your heart rate start to drop back down as that elastic system kicks back in. Here's the bottom line. Your fuel is limited. You cannot cheat the biology, so change your goal. Stop asking, how fast did I run, and start asking, how efficient was I? When your heart rate spikes, don't just think, I'm tired. Realize, my form is sloppy. Lock your core. Keep that rubber band tight. Stop chasing the clock. Master your data, control your energy, and run smart. See you out there.